Look, there's a fairy godmother, Daniel. She's woken up. Oh, she's stretching. She's just woken up, look.
Magic shoes.
Magic shoes. And there's Daniel looking on. Look at Daniel, look. Looking lovely, Daniel. Happy good. Oh. Oh, I say.
Oh, you have to wait for even longer.
Don't take my hand. You have to go to the side. Sit up and smile. Do you spin? Do you spin?
Oh, I say.
And curtsy, Grandad.
But
Curtsy for Grandad. Curtsy.
Very, very clever. Very, very well done. That was wonderful.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bratty teens draining you over and over and still rolling with the times. Add meaning to your life permanently. She say, come, but I hadn't remembered correctly. Take this for the pure type of it and its simplicity, and then think of what corruption this passion is capable. I'll give you a type of that also, and at your very doors. I cannot refer you to the time when the crime happened, but it was some 4 or 5 years ago near Newcastle, and it remained always as a ghastly landmark in my mind, owing to the horror of the external circumstances. The body of the murdered woman was found naked, rolled into a heap of ashes at the mouth of one of your pits. Take those two limited examples of the pure passion and of its corruption. Now, whatever influence it is without or within us, which has a tendency to degrade the one towards the other, is I think that my wife Christine just married me for my money. I'm 57 and she's 23. She's beautiful, has incredible breasts, long tanned legs, a great arse, and the hungriest pussy I've ever fucked. Are you moving? Tell me quickly. Nothing is certain. I like riding my guy's cock, because that lets me set the pace and get my first orgasm under my belt. When that's all over, I'll do it anyway at all. I'm sure we've just tried about every position there is. It scars you, local mums. Dear rescue, writer took his life after living with cancer. Missing Seaford boy found. Laws of nature and the universe, but also standards of good and evil, some personality that is concerned with our actions, something in short that is appropriate for us to worship. This is the God that has mattered to men and women throughout history. Dreams of a final theory. It ain't fair, women have it all their own way. How come when I sunbathed naked in my garden and the woman next door saw me, I was arrested for indecent exposure? But when she sunbathed naked in her garden and I saw her, I was arrested for being a peeping Tom. Tales of shame and degradation. Any awkward moments? None that I can recall. No one would know. Deal monster. Deal monster. My mother died at 7:20 p.m. on a warm summer evening. When it comes, this is where age. Are you thinking about your pension income? My father was a violent alcoholic in the blood. Ended human suffering. What is the answer? Does your bank owe you £2,000? Have you taken a loan or credit card from any of the following? Bratty tree. Barely legal pussy. 95 cents one-on-one tutoring, man jokes called 111 when it's less urgent than 999. Mobility. Launch scheme to help fascinated children. Programme looks at reasons behind unnatural fire obsession. Have you dreamed of enjoying a better life, whether in your home area or in tropical paradise? At one time or another, most of us have. Oh, in 1891, French artist Paul Gauguin went to find such a life in French Polynesia, but reality soon set in. His dissolute past brought disease and suffering to himself and others. Sleep better, more energy, lose weight, no hangovers, reduced risk of injury, improved memory, better, reduced, better, reduced, fishing. Why do we suffer? Awesome crutch grips. Nanny, she said, be good. Fishing. I think that my wife, as the economy has gotten worse has been having sex with me to save money on the batteries. I'm doing the worst suffering. I'm doing the worst suffering. Diamond short breaks. Your connections are numbered. Jesus said the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Matthew blah 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 blah. What about the grey matter inside your head? Blah blah. Brain cells called neurons are so small that they can be seen only with a powerful microscope. Imagine you're trying to count not just neurons but the smaller interconnection synapses, which may be up to 250,000 for some neurons. Dr. Peter blah, 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 blah. Much I like when female patients, male patients, some people like blue eyes, some people don't, some people like blonde hair, some people don't, some people like drugs, some people don't, some people have their own opinions and some people don't. Crashes across the country in icy conditions. Keith, ready to step down after 42 years. We'll buy your house today. Effective pain relief and endorsements. Come and join our plan. Call us on 01323 6400 11 when will relief come. Actually, the fact that human suffering is on the increase shows that the time for it to end is near. What's it like if your brother or son is convicted of murder? Paracetamol. Warnings contains paracetamol. Savage Beauty, made by maid. A bat hitting blood and brains, spatter grey and red. Grey and red on the white. An actual solid event existed. Modern rationalists, you will accept it for a mere treachery and want of vitality in our own moral nature, exposing it to loathsomeness of moral disease. As the body is capable of mortification, all sorts of leprosy, I do not care what foul history you believe is your pension right for you. We'll buy your house today, buying and selling property. Have you had her that wasn't boner? Boner, have you had an embarrassing moment? Quality and service. Quality and service. We haven't gotten into any butt sex yet, but we plan to. See, we're going to use the feed from this shoot to go on a bean cruise. 3, 2, 3 donuts. Journalist, Brighton journalist, fast track to her in journalism. Woman died after asbestos exposure. Nothing is certain. You may perhaps have thought my last 3 or 4 letters mere rhapsodies. They are nothing of the kind. They are accurate accounts of literal facts which we have to deal with daily. This thing or power opposed to God's power, specifically called mammon in the Sermon on the Mount, is indeed and in truth a continually present and active enemy, properly called arch enemy. That is to say, beginning and prince of enemies. And daily we have to record our vote for or against him, or the manner of which record we were next to consider. This enemy is always recognisable. Briefly in 2 functions, he is preeminently the Lord of lies and the Lord of pain. Wherever lies are, he is. Wherever pain is, he has been. So that of the spirit of wisdom, who's called God's helper, is Satan's his adversary. It is written not only that by her king's reign and prince's decree justice, but also that her ways are ways of pleasantness and all her past peace. Therefore you will succeed, you working men, in recording your votes against this arch enemy, precisely in the degree in which you can do away with falsehood and pain in your working lives and bring without turning, and in a voice so harsh and strange she sounded like a medium channeling an angry spirit. So why did she want to get drilled for us? Add meaning to your life permanently. Guidance after sinning, David asked, creating me. Keith, ready to step down after 42 years, crashes across the county in icy conditions. Police warn drivers to slow down on icy roads. Warning, Antichrist paint. Packed with local news, a return to the generation of swine. Just does your fucking head in.